Hello again, Smooth Brain Operator here, talking to whoever's listening out there. Today's topic, I really don't know what to speak on in the 40k universe. In the Warhammer 40,000 universe, there's so much happening. The Golden Throne failing. Um, the King in Yellow. There is the Primaris now. Maybe even talks and hints possibly at Chaos Legions either getting their own version of Primaris or at least a bump up. I've heard whispers and rumors, and everything's rumors, right? Everything's rumors until confirmed by Games Workshop by their direct page. Until then, everything is rumors, and rumors are lies until proven. So, that being said, there's just so much going on. The universe is spiraling forward. Some would say out of control. Some would say, "Oh, bring the Primaris in, bring the Primarchs back. All this stuff is not going to do well for everything, for the IP and all that." And I don't know. I'm kind of open to it. I think I'm here for the ride, right? Because it is, as of the last, 10, 15 years, it's the only universe that has captured my imagination and like really had me lean in looking to see what happens next. And it's a living universe, right? I mean, guys, how many universes do we love and enjoy that has a beginning, middle, end? Like Lord of the Rings. Love Lord of the Rings. One of my top favorite fantasy worlds and stories of all time. But unfortunately, it is a dead universe. It has a beginning, middle, and end, really. I mean, yes, it could write more with Sam Gamgee, but, but Tolkien's gone. He can't write anymore, so it wouldn't be him writing anything. And to what point and purpose? The whole point of Tolkien's universe is that things get to just a point of all the fantasy and fairy tale creatures just kind of fade away eventually. It's just men left ruling Middle Earth. And so it's a dead universe, right? And so Warhammer 40k is the only universe I've seen that is a living, breathing universe. And it is still going forward. The end is not written. The end is not done with. Where we may be closer than we want to be, but it's not over yet. So it's a wonderful living universe to be entrenched in and just enjoy the ride, right? And that's where I'm at right now. I am in this universe because I am enjoying the ride. It's like, yeah, it might be coming to a close faster than some people would hope with all the new units and new things happening in the universe. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't like it, and I might be one of them. On some degree, on some level, I am one of those people. But I do enjoy what it brings out. It brings out, in the real world, camaraderie. It brings out people coming together and playing a game together and having fun together for a couple hours and just shaking off the weighted vest of the world that is always hanging on our shoulders, right? For a few minutes or for a few hours, you get to drop the weighted vest of the world and just sit and play a game with some friends or even people you don't know. It doesn't matter because everyone's there to have fun, and that should be the point of it, is to have fun and just forget about everything for a little while. And that being said, that is just one of the reasons why I love it, why I enjoy it so much. It's just a wonderful, wonderful living fantasy to get into because the story's not done yet, and I get to ride the ride and see where this goes, however long or short this ride may be. And so I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the Primarchs returning, the good ones, the bad ones, all of them, because you can't have bad without good and good without bad. You've got to have them matching up against one another. Brute Gilliman, Lionel Johnson, Fulgrim coming back now. It's just crazy. I still cannot wait personally for Rogel Dorn or Lehman Russ to show back up. I think that's going to be amazing. I'll be real curious to see how their character arc changes and grows, right? Because they've all been through such traumatic events. And we see with the lion, he was, very much, he would take everything upon himself to do. He would do it. He would trust no one else with the task at hand, whatever it was. And he's very hard to play with others. It's very hard for him to trust his brothers as much as he may want to. At the end of the day, he just can't. But now he's no longer that lion. I see a different, more mature, more aged, of course, Lionel Johnson, who now is at the forefront of everything, and not so much at the forefront, but he's like at the side. He hasn't taken command of Imperium Nihilus. He hasn't kind of put his authority over Dante. He's simply in the fight, right? He's there to fight and secure the safety of the Imperium and all of its citizens, and that's what he's doing. He's not looking to be the old lion that he once was, taking everything into his own ability in his own hand and doing what he thinks is best and oftentimes running over other people as he does it. Now he's in the fight. He's just there to fight. He's there to save, protect, and help the Imperium. And I just think it's awesome. I think it's awesome to see his character arc so far. He came back in a little bit of a different way than I expected. But hey, again, that's part of the ride. Whether I like it or don't like it, or can get along with it, I'm enjoying the ride in the process of just enjoying this universe unfold, because it is a living, breathing universe. The story is not done being told. Gilliman being the Lord Commander, I think it's a good move. I mean, one, he was the only option you had at the time, so you didn't have another option. But also, he's the most sane of all the Primarchs, and they're all unhinged to some extent, and they all have that inner predator, that Primarch fury ready to lash out and destroy anything around them. But that being said, Gilliman is the most sane of all the Primarchs. His lineage, his gene seed does not have any sort of gifts, you might call them. Others might call them curses, but they don't have anything like that, unless, you throw a calculator in front of them and maybe they'll be able to do your taxes in 2 minutes, no matter what. But other than that, they're really good Legion. I keep saying Legion. I've said that in multiple videos now. I'm a 30k guy. I love the Legions. I love when they were Legions, not chapters, but that's just me. I gotta get over that a little bit. But so their chapters, awesome chapter. And I just can't wait for, like I said, Rogel Dorn to come back, for Leman Russ to come back. I think Leman Russ will kind of be a twofold. I think he'll be more wise and more hesitant to get into fighting and to get into combat, since he is scarred from being used to attack his brother Magnus and destroy Prospero and pretty much kill his brother Magnus, make him a shard, burst into the shards and whatnot. And so because of that, I think Leman Russ will be more reserved. It'll take a lot more to get him to engage in fighting, but once he does, he will return to that usual, the regular Leman Russ, who's smiling and laughing while in combat and making jokes and not wearing a helmet, regardless of what's going on around him. And he'll just be that carefree, giddy warrior almost, which is a weird thing to say, but that's exactly what he would be like. He would almost be giddy because he loves the fight. Even if he loses or wins, it doesn't matter. Like, he loves it. And so I think it'll take him more to get there, but I think he will always be there. I think the carefree warrior Russ will always be there and ready to come out and shine on certain occasions. Rogel Dorn, I think he will be kind of like Lionel Johnson. I think he will just be a servant of the Imperium. I don't think he's going to come back and want anything to do with his legion for a while. I mean, they may like keep tabs on him, try to help him. Maybe his legion will follow after him, being like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" And he will just be doing his own thing, and his legion will simply, or his chapter will simply accompany him as he does his own missions, as it were. But I don't think he will want to step in and take any large part of the Imperium at all, because he'll probably just be too scarred still, that thinking he failed his father, and he's the reason the Emperor, his father, is on the Golden Throne. So, but I think he will be he would be an interesting one to bring back, and I think his character development could be very interesting to see what he kind of falls into. Maybe he's starting to flirt that line a little bit, since he was tempted by Khorne in the Siege of Terra books, and maybe he becomes a little bit more bloodlust and just pure warrior, just wants to fight constantly to try to drown out his pain. And maybe that's where his sons, the Imperial Fists, will help him kind of come back to his own self. Who knows? There's many ways they can go with it. But anyways, appreciate y'all stopping by. Really trying to make this YouTube thing work. So please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want me to hear me talk about next. What you want, what topics that I did not cover. What are some things you want me to bring to the fold, right? I would love to talk about anything Warhammer40k related. Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. Y'all take care, and peace.